So we started in the morning talking about all the different aspects of, how the horses learn, all the different zones and areas, and we went on from there to put it into practice in the afternoon.
Lovely, I really enjoyed it. I think I got over myself being unsure, even the little bank incident, and it's helped me with my riding as well, because the thought of just make him go forward and then steer, it's given me some confidence, because I'm sort of steering like this, and really, really interesting as well with the horse behaviour. Fascinating, that you can make it so almost clinical. To me, as a sort of beginner, when people talk about horses, it's almost like in code. And to see a little diagram, because I learn visually.
Thank you for coming, Jackie.
I'm coming again.
Good, you're coming for course
Foundation
two.
in
Foundation, yeah.
30th of August.
Yes, so you are. You're going to get another perspective then.
Yeah, no, it's been great. I mean, I've never done long lining before. I've always seen it sort of in books and things. It's always seemed a bit of a mystery. It was great to do it for quite a length of time in the two different sections, to actually then feel, okay, I think I'm starting to get it now, because initially it was just not working. So it's really nice to actually feel I've learned something's gone in there, and see the horse from that perspective. It's been really interesting.
It was. I was a lot calmer today. Anyway,
you were, weren't you?
Much calmer. Yeah. And then after we had our little session out there, I felt calmer and rooted. So that was. I think that made a big difference as well. Just to the whole day. And so I think a lot more has gone in terms of what you've been saying than last time as well, even without the notes. So it was good.
Who isn't a horse rider, but obviously has clearly got some talent for working with horses on the ground. So I know you didn't know what to expect.
No, never had a clue.
I never had a clue, and
I've never, apart from rubbing a horse's nose, I've never touched a horse before in my life. So.
Right. Well,
didn't he do
well?
But, no, obviously the psychology part of it is very interesting. How a predator and obviously seeing men and women differently, in the different ways that that the horse would see man and woman. So that was quite interesting. Obviously the driving part, very, very enjoyable. In fact, that would probably suit Sally down to the ground for a while to get the horse used to, when she gets one eventually.
Yeah, well, you can probably help her there, can't you?
Are they likely to say, we don't drive Jeffrey, therefore he won't know what to do?
Yeah, they'll say that. That's exactly what they'll say. But we'd never driven Sage, and he didn't know. But all horses know what to do.
With the pressure. What
we're saying is, when you teach, this is how horses respond to body language and pressure, zones and areas, and that's what they're all the same. So unless they're frightened, so there's a fear response to the lines, because they think. I mean, some horses are just nervous of things around their back legs. Well, then clearly they're not to be driven without that work being done. But if they're not frightened of things around their back legs, any horse can be driven.
Isn't that correctly? The horse that we've just driven down up the bank and through the garage and things, he's never done that before?
No, never in his life.
I don't think I realised. Wow,
never in his life.
That is amazing.
Yeah, but he responds to the cues that every horse responds to. That's what we're saying.
He's going to sleep last night, isn't he? All that.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted today with all this new stuff.
Yeah. So no, he'd never done it. But the reason I picked him was not that any of these here have ever done it. Was because I knew that if you got it wrong and you trod on the rope or you got tangled up, he wouldn't panic because he'll just stop. Or at the least, he's not going to sort of like really run off and make you all feel terrible because he's run off and broken his ropes and things. So it's important that you had a good, positive experience, and that's why we picked him.